Hey all you big cat rescuers out there. I saw Catherine was leaving property and she has been doing an awesome job of making sure that Chiaro gets his fluids, which is not an easy thing to do. So I thought you guys might want to hear directly from her how he's doing.
He is doing much better today. Day after surgery was a little rough. He was super groggy, but today he's more like himself. He's following me back and forth in the cages, which is more like what he would do.
So he's walking okay?
He is a little, you know, slow. He's looking like an old leopard right now, but he is actually walking, so that's a good thing. He's eating, that's good as well, and taking all his meds. And then Gail and I actually, Gail is been super helpful with getting those fluids in him as well. So it's not
like
just me.
2,000 units?
Yeah, we've been able to get 2 bags in him. So yeah. He's well, not easily distracted, but he's typically super distracted when I'm around, so she can just come up on the other side of the cage.
Catherine, that's all he can do is make
all he can do
eyes
is stare at me, and now he gets scratches, and so he has my undivided attention, so he's even more distracted. So yeah, so it's been really good. We're hoping to continue it and do fluids again tomorrow, and then maybe Monday before he goes back out, if he goes back out on Monday.
I heard you guys thought you might be able to do it in his cage even.
We're gonna try. We made the sickles on a stick, the actual like popsicle blood sickles, to see if maybe if we held one of those at the side of the cage like we used to do for the laser treatments, that he might come over and we might be able to do fluids in his cage.
You know, somebody was suggesting when we are trying to catch cats for the vet, we should do that. Because that way there's nothing for them to eat.
There's nothing for them to eat, yeah.
But they could really get something and really go up in there after it.
Not everybody is excited about the sickles enough to get in their lockout for it, so it's like, yeah, you know, or a transport cage. I don't think Andy would have gotten in the transport cage for a sickle, but you never know, he might have. But yeah, so we think we might be able to continue giving him fluids.
I know everybody's really relieved to hear that.
Yeah, nobody more than me. Nobody more than me. I was super scared that he wasn't going to come out of the hospital, so I'm glad to see he's more like his normal self.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm going to see if we can find anybody doing meds. I may have already missed it. I had to come out here and check on Sapphire, and I'm on my bike, so I'm sorry, but it's going to be shaky. So 140 of you, I think, just got an alert from me that I was going live on Facebook, because Facebook doesn't alert people anymore that we're going live. A lot of people say that they don't get that alert even though they've signed up to hear from us first in their newsfeed. So we're trying something that I'm calling the Cat Bot, which means it still has the same initials as me, Carol Baskin and Catbot. I love that. And I see a text from the vet. Apparently he was watching Facebook Live and he wanted me to ask her some questions, but she's already gone. It's a messenger bot, and so if you sign up for it, and I posted on Facebook /Big Cat Rescue, facebook.com/Big Cat Rescue today, a link with a whole bunch of a picture of a whole bunch of the cats, a big collage, and if you click on that link and ask to subscribe to Messenger, then when I'm going out to do Facebook Live, I can just send out an alert saying I'm going live in 5, join me out there. And so like 140 some odd of you just got that message, hopefully, and we'll find one way or another for you guys not to miss these. Ooh, and we haven't missed meds. Looks like it's going to be Sue and Mama Becky giving meds. And the next cat up looks like it's going to be Divinity, who's kind of spooky, so I'm going to go check on Baby Cakes and then catch up with them. Hi there, Moses. Somebody was asking me if Baby Cakes got his Coolaroo hammock yet, and I know we have some that we haven't put out because we've been so slammed with tours over the holiday week. And no, he does not have his yet. He's got a fan though. Yeah, somebody's got the fan. Okay. He's napping in his den. I hear some people on here saying that they got the alert. I'm afraid I can only glance at questions periodically. I told Luana that I was going live on Facebook, but I don't know if she's dealing with that cat of hers who was injured. I know she's been dealing with that for days now. She's got a car that's broken down, so having a hard time getting to and from the vet. It's just a horrible situation for her. Oh my, yes, you see they're getting out treats, huh? I'm sorry, Moses, you're not on the treat list. Oh, Luana says she is here. Whew, yeah, it's hot. Mama Becky talks to all of the cats. Kinda killing time over here waiting for them to finish with Divinity. She won't eat if there's a crowd, and I don't want to be the cause of her not eating. I was looking for Smalls. It looked like she was chewing on her back toenail, and I don't know why. So I wanted to get a better look at it. Oh, there she is. Hello, you biscuits. Here's the Disco and Mrs. Claus. So excited! Oh my goodness, we're so excited! You guys are silly. I know, you hear the Mama Becky, huh? She's calling! She's calling! Oh my goodness, she's calling! She's not calling you though. That's the problem here. Yeah. Hey, Smalls. Did you hurt your toe? Is it ouchie? Is that pretty Smalls toe ouchie? Yeah. Looks kind of pink. I'll have to have the vet look at it. What did you do? What did you do to it, huh? You over on this side now? Oh my goodness. We're so full of energy. Anything to get attention, huh? I forgot my bug spray. Luana said she couldn't hear. Fortunately, all I'm doing is squatting myself. Let me see if I can find some. Otherwise, I'm just going to be jumping around like a crazy person out here. I'm thinking those cougars are like 30 bucks, is that right? And we got some donated in green and some in gray, and I thought I would like the gray, but I really don't. I like the green better because they blend in better with the cage. I'm covered in mosquitoes.
Oh, there you go. I decided to keep it on my cart.
That's a smart idea.
Last weekend.
Well, now I stink.
Does that guy come still or no?
Yeah, he came like, I think a week and a half ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is still,
It's
crazy.
It's hot and muggy. Well.
So how was your day so far?
Good. Great. Oh, it's a good day. Good day. Let's put a patchy left out of almost 8 ounces.
Well, that looks good.
Mm-hmm. And now Divinity's eating.
He's bragging on you.
You can see her over in the door of the den. I pushed it over there for her.
Oh, I do see her in the
Yeah.
way back there.
Hi, Patch. He's the best bobcat boy. Except for my Willie. Alright. You guys are all on the same level. Will and Banshee. and Patchy. Oh yeah. We were
That's Sue for would you quit talking and get on the cart?
Well,
Like how I put it, though.
Carol's our translator today. I love you.
It is threatening to rain. I don't know if you guys can hear all that thunder out there. Nala! Got a great picture of Nala on her coolaroo bed. And I think Tonga probably needs a second bed. I know there's other cats ahead of him, but he has two favorite sleeping spots. One is right there, and the other is over where he is now. And the one where he is now has no coolaroo. Would you like one over here? Would you love that? I think it was Lisa that was talking to us about the Zoya grass that grows sideways instead of up and down, so that it doesn't need to be mowed as much, and she's sending us some plugs, and I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, oh yeah, I know all about Zoya grass. It's like, well, you should have told us about it.
All right. Miss Little. Where's Miss Little? I don't know if I need a stick to push it in. I don't know, because I don't know where she's at. Okay,
Unfortunately, the leopards and cougars cannot have coolaroos because they can eat them. I was even worried about Mrs. Claus and Nabisco having one because baby bobcats chew on everything. But so far, they haven't.
Hi, sweetness. Hi.
Somebody's 24.
I don't know if she'll eat much. She ate 12 ounces this morning.
Oh my goodness! 12 ounces? That's a whole bobcat day.
Is that, what is that? Oh, you know what, that's a sickle. That's what's left over from a sickle.
Was it good? Did you like that sickle?
I was afraid it was a mushroom or something. Come on. Come on, Missy. Come on, Miss Little. Miss Little. There you go. Gonna eat that? I know that grass is in the way, isn't it? Gosh darn it. Well, here. Here. We'll move it over there, okay? Oh, that's worse. There we go.
There we go. Got you all fixed up. You gotta eat, Missy. Gail told me this morning that Little Dove and Banshee were locked in the front.
Why?
I'm assuming they're next on the grooming list.
Banshee has been next on the grooming list for a long time. I didn't know she was.
Well, look all around her neck.
Great. Do we have any heart traps?
I don't know.
No.
Did you look at Smalls today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I got copied in the vet group, so I know the vet group got copied with
Yeah,
it.
she was acting very strange with her operant and everything. I mean,
It looks kind of swollen.
yeah. Well, it seems to bother her some.
Would you have them set have a heart trap for that domestic cat?
We'll have to do it. I think everybody's gone.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's gone.
don't want a big cat to eat her.
All right, so where are we going now? We're going to Savers?
Unfortunately, people think, oh, it's Big Cat Rescue. They love cats. And then they dump their cats over the fence. And then the big cats will eat them if they catch them. So we have to catch them first. But the cat's underneath the storage shed right now, so there's no way we're going to get her. Thank you, Lauren.
Oh, I see
side for you. I put Sassy and I put them all together in order.
Oh no, I just throw them in there.
All the cougars are together.
Hi, Sadie baby. Hi, Sadie baby. Are you ready? Huh?
It's hot.
I know he's hot.
Girl, this is too sandy to get grass in here. Grass seed.
In here?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, you can try, but
It's just Rice's enclosure looks so
Good.
cool with all the nice grass.
well, they put dirt in and then grass.
Oh, first. Okay. Well,
Hey.
And we got dirt.
oh, well, can I make that a project? 'Cause
Sure.
I would love to see him laying on some grass.
I think the only place he really needs sand is in his den.
Yeah.
Better drainage.
Hey. Hey.
Boy. Oh, oh.
Oh, good boy.
Do you know I have not seen Jinx since we moved him over here? Becky's like, no way. No, I have not seen him since we moved him over here.
That's funny.
I've seen him, so I know he's still here. I have not seen him today, but I even peeked the center up. The only times he's like right in here when you can't see him from the road.
No more food appearing magically.
Thank you, Sabe. I'm not sure what he's watching, but he didn't even turn around. He's not paying any attention to us.
I don't think he knows.
You watching Jinx?
No bug. My pumpkin. I'll bring him out another sickle before we go.
Yeah.
Hey, nut bug.
I don't say anything.
I don't either.
Baby.
And I looked back there and I didn't see anything moving.
You want a sickle, my pumpkin? I'll bring you one. I'll bring you one.
He's like, I've only had a couple
don't get
today.
up, don't get up,
Don't get up, babe.
I love you. You're the boy. You okay?
He's got a little. Of course I'm okay.
Oh, he's
Just a little
huffing.
slow.
He's huffing. All right, buddy boy. Oh. Where you going, pumpkin?
Mr. Joe.
You want to be sure and get in position for that sickle.
Where you going?
Oh, baby, I don't have a sickle right now.
I'll bring it back, I promise. You want to come get some water? Come into water. Come on.
Wow. Next is Sassy Cougar. I'm betting she's all the way in the back.
Lee, I have still not heard from Guinness. I hope he lives long enough to make it into the record. I'm sure he's the oldest leopard, based on what they've had before. The problem is it just takes so long to get anything done. I hope he lives long enough to actually be
Stay there.
alive when they acknowledge it.
Just stay
Thank you, Susan. And all of you who are posting the links to our live webcams, thank you very much. This is Jojo. He's a hybrid between a serval and a caracal. Becky would so like to trim his claws. He's starting to get mats on his back, so he may end up having to be groomed. Naomi, I'm with you. A popsicle right now sounds wonderful. And I don't even like popsicles, but it is hot. 89 degrees. Dr. Justin and Afton and Jamie were all in surgery the other day talking about their what do they call that when it's a page for a person who's a public figure page, and how they were getting likes for those pages, so they're becoming very competitive about it.
Sue's face light up when she saw him.
Hi. Hi. Oh, he's a good boy.
Oh my goodness.
Hi.
I was looking in there, not like right under the steps. You're so silly.
Hello. Who do I love so much? I miss you. Hi. Those eyes.
If I don't blink, you can't see me.
Bring me food. Hi, baby.
Jade, I don't know why you would have lost the picture. I'm not in an area that's usually a horrible signal. 98 degrees. Where is that? Becky is looking for Sassy Cougar. Sassy is on funcation. She's got this 22,000 square foot enclosure all to herself. And it's got a lot of dens to check and a lot of space to walk around. So she's going to be walking for a while back there. I think that's like half an acre. Sure looks like more than that though. A blank screen. I saw Diane Buckler on there. She just gave me a beautiful picture that she and Luana worked on of Andy Tiger, and I just put it on a bunch of gear over at catrescue.biz. So if you go to catrescue.biz and look up Love Andy Tiger, you can find all of those new items. Oh, there she's got her. I don't know if you guys can see that far back. I don't know if I can see that far back. Where's Becky? She was somewhere by the plant. Here she is. And she got Sassy to come over and take her meds. 100 in Texas. Ugh. It was 100 degrees here the other day when I got in my car, and I was just like, seriously? I can't believe that. What is happening? Surface of the sun, that's funny. I see you found her.
Yeah, she did her usual. She just holds it in her mouth. She has to tell you about it too.
Sundari, come see you. There's my beautiful girl. Hi. Got my bobcat shoes on today. I love those. I love them so much I've worn a hole in the toe. Hi. What is that? You trip? Silly girl. Lee, I do too. Everywhere I go, people just love them. And I'm wearing Amanda Tiger in the V-neck. I love these because I don't get stupid looking farmer tans now. And one version says Amanda and then the other version does not, but they're both pictures of Amanda. We're so confused. There's two people.
Hello. Sadie. You can drop some. You can drop some. You dropped it. Shady Jady. Shady Jady. Come on. A little extra tonight. You know why? Because you have your steroid. You got your prednisone tonight, so you need a little bit of food.
Does it make them queasy?
They just need something in their stomach. Yeah. So I need a little bit of that ground beef. I want to make sure Jade's got something in her stomach. She's got that prednisone. Oh, did you not bring it off the cart?
Is it good? Did you love it?
I loved it.
Tends to upset their stomach.
Oh, Molly. Who was getting ground beef over there?
Yes, they get raw meat with their medications. This is not their meat. All the cats get fed in the morning.
Hi, sweetness.
This is just the meds. Although there's a few cats who eat in the evening. Only because they won't eat in the morning.
Hang on, JD. I just want you to get a little bit more food, okay? Don't want you to have an upset stomach. No, Missy. Oh, Armani thinks it's hers. She thinks it's all hers.
The imprinting cost goes up substantially if I add more than one spot. So I can put it on the front or on the back, but I can't put it on the front and the back or the front or the sleeve without causing the cost of the shirt to almost double.
You have got, oh, you had it on your nose, knocked it off.
So that's why we don't put it on the sleeves. But
Oh.
some of the shirts are
Messy.
actually branded with the Big Cat Rescue and others are not because we're trying to appeal to people who don't even know Big Cat Rescue on some of them.
Hang on, I gotta get the leaves off. We want no dirt.
And then we have some that are customizable so that you can actually type in your own text. So if you wanted to type in Big Cat Rescue or your name or the cat's biostats, whatever you want, you can type it in.
Just gotta get it off the cage there. What, you want that last little piece? Like there, right there? Okay, you got it. You got it, Missy. You got it, Missy.
So they had to separate them in order to give them their meds because they'll fight over food, but even though they're sisters and have been together their whole lives, but now they are opening it back up so they can be together.
What? What do you smell? What do you smell? What is this right here? Nothing?
Great smelling grass.
She wants to make sure she didn't drop one speck. All right.
Made a mess.
Did Sundari get something?
Yes, she made a mess.
Oh, of course she did. She's a leopard. I just saw something.
actually, that's how we started.
blazes.
That's how we started out the podcast, was talking to Catherine about Chiaro. That was about a half hour ago. And she and Gail have been doing an awesome job of getting more than 2,000 units of fluids under the skin in him the last couple of days. And they're thinking maybe one more day of that in the hospital. He's eating, and then hopefully he can go outside. So he's doing better. And boy, am I shocked. He is not looking good at all. He was up on her hill a minute ago. Where'd you go? Where's that Rosa? Oh, liquid tiger. Yeah. Who's the hot tiger? So we haven't done a Facebook Live question of the day in a while, and I apologize for that. For those of you who are new, we give away an item to the person. Oh, first Luana says people are asking why he needs fluids. Chiaro, the leopard, is 19 years old, or going to be 19 in 2 weeks, I think. And he was on the observation chart for not eating and looking bloated. And so we took him into the hospital, and he had a bunch of bad teeth. His bloating was that he had gained 30 pounds, so it wasn't anything bad there. And his blood work was just horrible. His kidneys are really, really bad. So that's why they're giving him fluids. The blood values in these big cats, if it were the same for your smaller cat would be dead. The domestic cats just can't live with the bad kidney values that these wild cats manage to survive with. So I was really concerned that it was going to be the end of the line for Chiaro, and everybody was kind of bracing themselves. But Dr. Justin and Jamie and Gail and Catherine really weren't ready to give up. And so they've been pumping him full of fluids, trying to see if they can get him past that stage, and if they can continue giving him fluids in his cage, then he could have a lot longer life. I know Little Feather had to get fluids for years, and she was very tolerant of it, but a lot of these cats are not tolerant of being stuck with a needle and having 1,000 units of fluids pumped under their skin. So when that's the case, we don't want to make them miserable. We're not going to fight them every day of their lives, but if they act like it doesn't bother them, like Chitaro's been, then we will continue to give them that supportive therapy. And Mickey Cougar's doing fine. He has a camera on him now, so if you go to bigcatrescue.org/cams, C-A-M-S, there's a link for his camera, and we're watching him on the live stream to watch for his seizures. So now I'll get back to what we were talking about, and that was Facebook Live question of the day. So first person to go to bigcatrescue.org/win, W-I-N, and post the correct answer will win their choice of a day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue valued at $36, or they can pick any one item from either one of our online stores. That's at bigcatrescue.biz or catrescue.biz. bigcatrescue.biz or catrescue.biz. And the question for today is, what is Sundari Leopard's date of birth? What is Sundari Leopard's date of birth? Don't put it in the comments here. Go to bigcatrescue.org/win, and if you're somebody who's never won before, then you could be our lucky winner. Well, we're back here in Cougarland. Let's go see the cougars. We tried sending Aries and Orion on vacation to the 2.5 acre vacation rotation. We did not send Artemis because she would hate that. She's such a spook. And it turns out the boys are being kind of spooky. They're just staying in the dens during the day. But I haven't seen what's happening at night, so I'm really hoping they're going out and really exploring a lot in the dark. Hi, Mac. Mac the cougar. Oh, I hear purring. But we're checking on Mickey right now. I'll come back to your purriness. Look at you. Did you come over for your treats? What a good boy.
He says, I didn't get treats.
I got medicine.
Well, I'm sure your medicine came in a treat.
Oh yeah. Well, and he's got those big bay trolls.
Ugh. Woo, we're woozy.
Hi, handsomest boy.
So if you see that white spot right there where that tunnel comes to the wall, that's his camera, so you guys can keep an eye on him. And he's locked in that one section so that we can see if he's having any
I think I'm
seizures.
gonna have to go around. Oh, she's away.
See, with purring.
Hi.
So it's just a purring, purring, purring.
You want to come? I can't reach you where you're at. Oh, honey, I hate for you to get up. Oh. I hate for you to have to get up, baby girl. I really do. I wish I had a robotic arm and I could just put it right in your mouth. You gonna come over? Huh? You want me to come around, babe?
I don't know if you can get any close. Oh, a little bit closer, maybe. But you're already pointed in this direction. It might be hard to get turned around.
Come up that hill. Hey, Sue? I'm gonna go get the long stick, babe. Can you bring me the long stick? Yeah. Hang on, babe. It's coming. It's coming. You don't have to come up the hill.
Everybody who has arthritis is commiserating with her right now. I know, it's just so hard.
By the time Sue gets here with the long stick, you're going to be all the way over, aren't you?
Oh, you got it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's all right. She did, but I still need the stick. Because I don't want her to lose her Medicam. Hang on, baby girl. Hang on, baby girl. Hang on. Hang on.
I think you're the purriest cat here. This is Aspen Echo.
Hi, baby. That's it. Open your mouth.
Good job.
Open up. Oh, we're spilling some now. I know. That's right. You just lay down and I'll bring it to you. This is room service.
Open,
Oh.
open.
They all do that. It's like they don't want to open their mouth. Oh, she's got it everywhere. Look at her.
Yeah.
You're such a silly girl. I'll put yours in regular meat next time, okay? See, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Oh, I don't know how you kept it on your tongue, Missy. I don't know how you did that. Ready? Uh-oh, it's, uh-oh.
If somebody will go to bigcarescue.org/aspen-echo, it'll have her date of birth. I don't know how old she is, but she's an old one.
Oh, baby.
Oh, boy.
She doesn't care if it has dirt or not. Do you, babe? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, that's much better.
You're getting better at it.
Better. You gotta wait till it gets there before you open your mouth. Yeah. Ready? All right, now there's a little bit, honey. I don't want to leave it in there because I don't want bugs to come. Oh, you gonna eat it?
I'll have that, thank you.
And there's a little piece right here.
Is she being silly, Mac? She's being so silly. Your belly needs grooming again already. What's with you putting on this long coat? It's so hot out.
Well, and he got brushed today. I mean,
some bird's
He's-
gonna love that.
He's been enjoying getting sprayed with the hose by Matt.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's not normal.
No.
Cougars don't like being sprayed.
You gotta admit, Mac's not very normal. Are ya? But that's why we love you. What would we do with a normal one?
Well, I'm
What
glad
would we
Mac's
do?
doing it because
What would we do? Oh, if
he
anybody
pees
else,
all over himself, so it's a great way to get him clean.
that's why he did it, and he rinsed out his den, so he was locked out of there for a while. So I don't think we want to leave little
Leave the
Mac.
kittens. We can make kittens out of all that fur. Look at you. Aren't you gorgeous? Beautiful Riza. Meow.
You act all nice now.
Meow. Yes. Love that good girl.
So Diablo, Max, and Desi. So
Having a bath.
I want to do Diablo here, and then
Yeah, walk over here. All right. I'm gonna walk over to Diablo.
So you guys were asking about birthdays of these cats.
Yeah, Aspen's is down here. 97, 8/30/97.
Wow. So she is 20.
Well, Matt's 96.
do you want to do Desi and go around that way?
Yeah, that'd be good. That's our new boy, Desi.
It's like having a whole new cat. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, when we saw Chiaro, we also took Desiree in to have some mats removed off of her. And it's the first time since she had been rescued in 2009 for her to be sedated. So we were very surprised. Some of us not so surprised. Jamie thought all along that Desiree turned out to be a Desi. She's a boy.
Right there. Oh, listen to Joseph. He's saying, I'm hungry.
Hi, handsome.
Here's Cyrus,
Good belly.
one of our recent rescues. Hi. Hello. Do you have the cutest belly? Mama Becky says it. It might be true.
I just gotta make sure you eat it all. That's it. That's it.
That is Joseph roaring in the background. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. He's so
Turned into a yawn.
stressed.
Hi. Oh, I'm not coming near you. I'm gonna see if we could see Chaos while we're back here. Where's pretty little Chaos? There she is, up on top of her den. Hi. Who's so beautiful? She's so beautiful. And staying nice and cool up there. Gonna watch the sunset. We have Chaos and Cyrus in cages that are next to each other. They don't touch because they could reach through and hurt each other, but they're pretty close. And we have been intending to put some small mesh wire on a door so that they could come up right to the door. But so far, they're not getting within a whole cage length of each other. So they're not showing any desire to go back together. We're certainly not going to force them. They're giving you lots of love, Chaos. Lots of love? Who's giving me lots of love? Do you need your own celebrity page? Maybe. Yeah.
Whoa. I see you peeking out the den. I see you peeking out the den, den.
He's in his roof section over there. Desi only has 3 legs. He was found that way. Yeah.
Good boy.
That's one way to keep your sign. Just black it out. I hadn't thought of that.
Color it
That's a
in
good
brown.
boy.
We'll leave it Desi.
That's a good boy. You like being a boy?
Finally, people understand me.
Yeah.
Been telling you all along.
Well, and it's kind of weird because I always like Des, and I usually like the boy ones. I mean, Bongo, Congo. Except for Cheyenne. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Missy, for taking your medicine like a good boy.
Bubbles. I think we should call him Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Keep bubbles out of his mouth. He's doing it right now.
Get all excited.
Yeah.
That's his version of drooling.
Although I guess Bubbles is not very masculine either, is it?
Only if you're a clown.
There you go.
Call it buffet. All right, we're going to go to Max Bobcat.
Okay. 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 People were just asking about Hoover. Maybe we'll make Hoover our last cat. Hey, Keisha. Tiger up on top of the platform over there. Tiger under the platform.
Who's a crabby girl? She does not like the new supplement. Her and Gabrielle are like,
Hi, Hobie. How you feeling, baby?
What's the supplement for?
I don't know. It's a brand new supplement, and they just started it a couple of weeks ago. And it takes a lot. You know what the new supplement's for?
No. I don't.
Hoover.
Hoover was a little overheated this afternoon, so I took some partially frozen chicken thighs and fed him 3 pounds of partially frozen chicken thighs to cool him from the inside out, because he's not a fan of the host like the rest of the tigers.
Really?
Yeah, I tried it, got his butt, and he didn't care for it. So I had to come up with something else.
I wonder if maybe they don't have access to that sort of thing in Peru where you would hose anything down, because water's probably a precious commodity.
Right. Well, he's been in his pool though, but he liked the
Today?
chicken. Not today, but in the past.
How about if we put ice in the pool? That'd be better.
That would be a good idea.
Howie always complains that our pool feels like getting into a bathtub because I keep it so hot.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. You got a meal to eat, baby.
Oh, it's Joseph and Cameron roaring now.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Yeah, they're saying, which mom is going to feed us first?
So.
your best Peruvian tiger? Huh? Don't eat the stick. No, you can't eat the stick. Tiger. He does that on purpose. When I say don't eat the stick, then he eats it. Huh? You try to. Good boy. See, if I don't say it, then he's not going to eat it. Alright.
This tag team feeding.
Yep, I did the meds.
It's a tiger sport.
Should eat your lockout myself. Has he got something?
Just something to look at. What? His eyes goofy.
Look at the bottom of his left eye.
What are you doing? Yeah, it's goopy.
Is it just goop?
It's dark. There you go. That's a boy.
I just want to make sure it's not a scratch or something.
No, it's drippy.
Yeah.
He's like really nervous, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's sure checking things out. Wants to make sure them noisy lions aren't sneaking up on him, huh?
What's up? No, Jasmine. She is so weird with him.
With Hoover?
Yes.
Why?
Well, like how she was over there, but he walked around here earlier and she just stalks him.
You don't get to be around many boys.
Not even food. She doesn't even pay attention to food. She just stares right through you and stares at him. And she was stalking you today, huh?
Well, he is an awful handsome tiger.
He shows no interest, he just... huh.
He don't care. Well, gives her something to look at.
She's a flirty girl. Huh.
It's enrichment for her.
You hear that, Hoof? Did you know you're enrichment? He's like, no, you are. Loves his chicken thighs. Loves
Yes,
his
he
chicken
does.
thighs.
Yeah, in Afton's coordinator update yesterday, she put, it's very hard to feed Cameron and Joe without their turkey drums. And she put a sad face. So
Surprised
they
it
got-
wasn't followed by hint, hint.
Yeah, they got, she goes, did you bring turkey drums today? And I said, yes, I did.
Alright, we're gonna try. You want one of these? What you think?
Thank you for doing that.
What you doing?
Oh, he's gonna eat it?
No, the problem is he won't let us get it now.
Oh, yes he will. Wow, did he eat all the thighs?
Yep, every bit.
Has he got a sore? You see that sore? On his man parts?
You better not.
He
Yeah.
does. He's got a little sore there. It's
Like
about
he's
this
looking
big.
at it.
Alright.
Oh, he's gonna lay down now, isn't he? Oh, you can't see it. Bobby. Ooh.
Sorry about that, everybody, but I was hoping with the Zoom I could see what she was talking about, but I don't see it. We'll have to come
Can't
back
say
and
we
check
don't
on him
look
on
at
the other
every
side.
inch of these cats.
All right. Thank you, ladies. So to be on his left side.
Yeah, I'll log it. Maybe tomorrow we'll be able to get a picture of it.